is always a first. Good morning, Lioness Launch. Good to see everybody. We've got great speakers. We're great to be inspired. We'll be sharing their startup stories. Good morning, Lioness Agnes. Good to see you. I swear this Lioness platform is just getting better and better and better every single webinar. No COVID shall prosper against us, I tell you that. So a hashtag which makes us trend is Lioness Lean In, and that should be on Twitter and on Facebook and on LinkedIn. You can find me personally at Lucia on Twitter, Lucia Arnold on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. Let's connect. Okay, 10 minutes to go, Lioness. And we are live at 9 a.m. My name is Lucia Arnold, and I'll be piloting this flight at 10 a.m. this morning. Trust me, it's a great way to start the weekend.
Why I see no sound?
Morning, Lioness Eldari. For You're excited. Good morning, Lionesses. I'm busy talking to you before we kick start. I'm on social media. My hands are busy. I'll find you. Find me. Find Lionesses and everything. We really have something special in store for you, as we always do. So, yeah. Get yourself ready for 9 a.m. Good morning, Lioness Chini. I don't know how many cups of coffee you have.
Morning, Shubi.
Morning. Okay, Lionesses, so we'll be starting swiftly at 9 a.m. So we've got about 8 minutes to go. I'm excited. I hope you guys are. Good morning, Lionesses. You're looking great. You're looking beautiful. I'm excited to be your host for this morning. My name is Lucia Arnold, and welcome to the live webinar. We're going to start at 9 a.m. sharp. Happy Friday! Oh, happy Friday!
Happy Friday.
Oh, Sam.
I was so nervous about this wig.
Good morning, Lionesses. Good morning, Lionesses. We'll be starting at 9 a.m. sharp. Good morning, Lioness Lily. Good to see you. I'm so excited. Good morning, Lioness Allison. It's gonna be a full house. I can feel it. Good morning, Tabitha. Good morning. Good morning, Leanne. Oh, thanks for the birthday messages, got a lot of Pisces in the house. Thanks, Leanne. Good morning, Lionesses. So get your coffee, your waters, your notepads. Trust me, and relax because we're really going to have a great morning. Good morning, Lioness Andrea. So while we're in the session, Lionesses, let's keep our mics on mute. And then when we kickstart, we'd love to see your faces. All the Lionesses who are attending today, it'd be really great. But it's cool if you want to switch off your camera. We understand. Bandwidth. Broad bandwidth. We understand. Okay, so 9 a.m. we're going to kickstart off this show. My name is Cuban Boya Arnold, and I'm the pilot. And I couldn't do this without you. I'm very excited. So don't forget that we do have the Zoom chat. As you can see, you're very busy there. And that's where we really can communicate while we're watching the various speakers and the various information and advice we have for you today. So put your hashtags there, put your websites there so we can really connect. Don't forget that this is a recorded session, so it's won't be lost forever. My name is Boya, and I'll be carrying this show for this morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Happy Friday. Good morning, Lioness Nombula. We're excited too. We're excited too. Awesome. All right, 4 minutes to go. Then it's showtime. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope we're all excited. Our impact partners were just commenting that it's already March. Can we believe it? Good morning, Lionesses. Just under 3 minutes to go. I'm excited. 9 a.m. We're on fire. We're live. Don't forget, Lionesses, hashtag Lioness Lean In on social media. That's Lionesses of Africa on Twitter, Facebook. Yeah. And you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm just doing my final Twitterings for those of you who are there. Good morning, Lioness Joan. All right, 3 minutes to go. I hope we're ready for the ride. Two minutes to go, Lioness. Good morning, Lioness Nicola. We miss you. It's so good to see some old faces always supporting their fellow Lionesses. We've got 2 minutes to go until 9 a.m. live kickstart. One minute to go, Lionesses. We are live. Good morning, Lionesses of Africa. My name is Lucia Arnold, and trust you me, this is going to be the best way to kickstart your weekend. Welcome to the Lioness Lean In live webinar, the second official one for 2021. It's a blessing and it's a luxury and it's a privilege for us to be able to meet COVID or no COVID and do business with one another, lean on one another and support one another whenever, wherever, forever. So once again, from me, right here in Johannesburg, at home, as I can see, all of us are at home, really, really warm welcome. And I really authentically mean that. And when I say authentic lionesses, this is a space where we can truly be our authentic selves. This is a space where we share our startup stories, advice, etc., etc. For those of you who are joining us for the very first time, a very warm welcome. For those of you who are always supporting Lionesses of Africa, and you know who you are, thank you so much. This really is a sisterhood. This really is a pride. And as they say in the African proverb, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, we go together, Lionesses. So let me start by saying, let me catch my breath because I'm so excited to see all these beautiful women. Let me start by saying a very huge thank you to our impact partners, Lindy, Volkswagen, who have been with us on the South African journey of Lionesses of Africa, because they share and they believe in the vision of what we're trying to do. You'll be hearing more from Lindy later, but thank you so much to Volkswagen SA. So as I said before, Lionesses, my name is Lucia Arnold, and I'm a woman entrepreneur just like you. And it really is special that we can still do this in these hard and difficult times. But I really believe, in my own words, that the purpose of these community platforms is to know that no journey is worse off or better than anybody else's. We all have our unique stories, but one thing is for sure, that we don't have to go through this alone. So this kind of platform, Lionesses of Africa, is what African women entrepreneurs have been experiencing for 6 years on the African continent. Isn't that cool? And we can really still do this. Basically, what we're all about is sharing our startup stories, is advice, is upliftment, and it's a networking opportunity, which we love. So before we start, I'd like to say that let's share our experience this morning, as I said before we started at 9 a.m. today, because it's very important for people to understand what we're trying to do, and for people who don't know what we're trying to do to try to get themselves involved. So we are on our social media platforms. Those of you who are already on, we already are aligned. For those of you who don't know, we are on Twitter as Lionesses of Africa. We are on Facebook as Lionesses of Africa. And the hashtag for these seminars or for webinars, webinar, is Lioness Lean In. Okay, and I think that speaks for itself. It's so good to see you all today. So I've got some exciting revelation, a groundbreaking opportunity and thought leadership that Lionesses always gives to fellow Lionesses. So we want to make sure that at all Lioness Lean In events, online or in the old school world, we leave no woman entrepreneur behind. And I really think that's so powerful, because as we know, that COVID has brought such disparities and such inequalities, and it's seen and it's touched and it's felt, and it obviously affects our businesses. So today, I'm very, very proud to announce we'll be joined by a wonderful fellow lioness, Uthuli Zikalala. And she was with us in our first Lioness webinar session, founder of the Yellow Owl, and listen to this, Lionesses, who will be our professional sign language entrepreneur for those women joining us who are deaf and hard of hearing. So let's give a big lioness roar, all in the visual sense, to Uthuli Zikalala. Thank you so much for your anointed profession. And we can pin Thuli for those of you who can't see her. So thank you, Thuli. That really means that we're not leaving any lioness behind. Oh, let me catch my breath. How's my energy, y'all? Am I doing good? Okay, so those of you who are joining us for the very first time, Lionesses of Africa is the fastest growing community of women entrepreneurs. We are now at 1.1 million women entrepreneurs across the African continent, 54 countries on the African diaspora. That's a lot of women to do business with. The vision of Lionesses of Africa, for those of you who don't know, is to advance Africa's women entrepreneurs by building and delivering entrepreneur development programs. Mwah, I love it. Mentoring programs. Mwah, business tools. Mwah, digital media channels. Mwah, community platforms. That's what we are. Networking events, information resources delivered to women at scale, always free of charge. To tell you more about why we're here, what began and who birthed Lionesses of Africa, it is my privilege and honor to introduce the birthday lioness, our CEO and founder. Give her a big warm welcome because it's her birthday today, Melanie Hawken. Yes!
Thank you so much, Luby, and what a fantastic way to start my birthday with all of you. So thank you for that. I was hoping that would slip below the radar, but thank you. It's wonderful to be here. Wonderful to have all of you with us today, and we've missed these. You know, all those months when we were in lockdown and we couldn't get together in person. These Lioness Lean In events kept us all connected and kept us together, and they still do. So this year, even more so, this is where we share, we inspire, we connect, and it allows us to be able to hopefully do business with one another as well, because the times are still tough out there. So what I want to talk to you about this morning is something that I touched upon in our very first Lioness Lean In event this year. As you all know, if you've been following us, and for those that haven't, we have embarked on a massive new research project. It's called the South African Women Entrepreneurs Job Creators Survey. We've been collecting incredible insights from all of you because we really believe and passionately believe that if South Africa is going to create the economic growth that it really needs, it needs to create jobs, and women entrepreneurs are job creators. They are creating fantastic businesses. They're investing in their people. They're investing in jobs. They're creating opportunities for other women and girls. We really need to start getting those insights in front of big companies, big government, big organizations to say, hey, women entrepreneurs are the job creators. What are you doing to invest in them? What are you doing to support them? Where's the business? Where are the contracts? We are the job creators that South Africa needs. We need those insights from all of you to be able to prove what we are saying and start to get the message loud and clear. If you want South Africa to grow, if you want South Africa to grow those incredible, much needed jobs, then invest in South Africa's women entrepreneurs. So my plea to you today, if you haven't already completed our online survey for the South African Women Entrepreneurs Job Creators Survey, if you are a solopreneur who's created a job for herself, if you are a woman entrepreneur who's created jobs for other people, we want to hear from you, and we need to hear from you today. This is the last day and the last weekend that we're going to be collecting insights from our amazing women entrepreneurs. We want to make sure that all your voices are heard. It's how we get big companies to invest in you, to get you business, to hear you, to get you those all-important meetings in those boardrooms so you can get those executives to actually sign those deals, sign those business contracts. We need your insights. So for all of those who've completed the survey already, a big thank you. Your insights matter. Every single survey completed matters. For those of you who haven't completed it already, check the chat room now. Natalie's just posted the link, and we will be sending the link to all of you after today's event. Please, I ask you, just give 10 minutes of your time to complete the survey. Your insights matter, and we want to make sure your voice is heard. So to allow us to continue to do what we do, to help you to grow and thrive and create those much needed jobs in South Africa, we look forward to receiving your completed surveys. Thank you for being part of it. And thank you for being part of Lionesses of Africa and allowing us the opportunity to really help you to grow and thrive. Have a great morning this morning, and I look forward to seeing you all at the end. Thanks. Over to you, Luby.
Really is a beautiful way to start our CEO and founder's birthday. Happy birthday, Lioness. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. So Lionesses of Africa, without our impact partners, we truly and honestly and literally wouldn't be here this morning. So to tell us more about what Volkswagen, let me slow down, Group South Africa, yes, Lindy, Volkswagen Group South Africa is doing. It is my privilege, and I'd like to call her my friends, to introduce to the fellow lionesses, Lioness Lindy Hillier, VW Promotions and Events Manager, Sales and Marketing, Volkswagen Group South Africa. Over to you, Lioness Lindy.
Thanks, Klubi. Yeah, everyone, I can't believe it's March already, and yeah, so sad that I missed last month's session. So yeah, just a big wishing you all the best for 2021. As you know, last year was a very interesting and challenging time for all of us. And during this time, obviously, this is where businesses and people, you know, need to help each other get through tough times. And that was really kind of what spurred us to start the Drive Local campaign. So it was launched last year, and it is still continuing into this year. I don't know if most of you would remember, under that banner, we had the Lionesses Den competition, which we hosted in August last year. And then probably one of our newer initiatives is the VW Little Blue Book. So for those of you who have not heard about it, it is basically Mzansi's local business directory. So what we're encouraging everyone to do is to go onto the site, register your business. There you'll be able to pick up the best local products, find new ways to have fun and experience the unique fashion and flavors of Mzansi. So please, I urge you all to go onto the site. It is vwlittlebluebook.co.za. Go and register your business. Or alternatively, you can go and register and rate other local businesses that you really enjoy. And yes, I just really encourage you to do that. The whole purpose for this campaign is to drive local and support local. So that is it from me. Wishing you a very happy Friday and hope you enjoy the rest of the session. Back to you, Shlubi.
Thank you, Lindy from Volkswagen Group South Africa. The Little Blue Book, we love that. Thank you so much for your vision and foresight and for your presence and always being so supportive in what we're trying to achieve in Lionesses of Africa. We can never do it without you. And just a quick reminder that Lindy will be selecting the winners of our prize giveaway. You know us Lionesses, we like to give away things. So that's very exciting. And it also is kind of the hook to keep you in tune with what's happening today. So we do have a prize giveaway at the end of our session today. Are we good, Lionesses? Can we kickstart the show officially? All right. So look on that chat, just to go back to the prize giveaway. Lindy from Volkswagen, our impact partners, will be putting that question on our chat, and whoever answers first is the winner. And we've got some great prize giveaways from our incredible lineup of speakers today. Are we good? Are we ready to start? All right. Here we go, Lionesses. Let's start by welcoming a woman entrepreneur just like you and me, who is building a great business in the food sector. Lioness Jane Bissett, founder of We Are Food. Over to you, Lioness Jane.
Thank you, Klubi. What a wonderful group. I'm absolutely blown away how many women are here today supporting each other. It just makes me so incredibly proud of us African women entrepreneurs. So thank you for welcoming me so warmly. And okay, well, let's kick off. I'm going to be talking today about a few learnings I've had as an entrepreneur, but I'll tell you a bit about my business first, so you know you've got a bit of background to it. I'm a female entrepreneur based in Durban, and I own and run a kitchen production facility where we manufacture frozen meals by hand. We have multiple distribution channels throughout South Africa, from retail stores that we own ourselves, online delivery where you can order directly online and we deliver throughout the Western Cape, Gauteng and Natal, as well as having partners and wholesale agents. So as most women know, we do a lot and we keep ourselves busy. We don't say no too much. And we're a female-owned business. We're a owner-managed business, which I think is such an important and such a strength of small businesses. Because as you know, in most big corporates, the owners are somewhere, I don't know, on a deck chair Mauritius. But when you get to a small business, Where's the owner? Like me, you're in the kitchen stirring the pots most days with my team. And I think it's amazing because isn't it, it's such a strength. I get to be there every day reacting to any issues or challenges that come up. So I think off that bat, let's talk about a few other strengths or differentiations that myself as an entrepreneur have and you might yourself also have. Something that differentiates us a little bit more is we're a people-focused business. I know the name of every single employee in my business. We've got 35 of them. We're still small, medium, but I know every single employee. I touch base with them as often as I can. And I am extremely passionate about employing and uplifting people. And it's a huge strength. I'm going to touch on a bit later about how my team rallied around us during lockdown and the amazing benefit. But what are you doing about the culture within your business? How are you growing it and how are you building it? It's incredibly important. And we as women know, 5 o'clock comes and you're doing school lifts and you're trying to get home to your kids. Who's carrying your business when you can't be there, when you have to take maternity leave or when your little one is sick? I'm so incredibly proud of my team that I'm able to lean on them when I need it and they hold me up. It's absolutely phenomenal. We're a purpose-driven business. And I don't say that lightly. We spend hours and hours and hours really digging into what our purpose is as a business. Do you as an entrepreneur have a purpose to your business? And your purpose isn't just sell some frozen meals. We've got a deeper purpose. And I really believe it comes from our value and ethics as people. And every decision that comes along, we really try and relay back to what is our purpose as a business. And again, I'm going to touch on that again later on in a bit more depth. But looking at things like your impact on people, your impact on the planet. But as a business, you still need to have profit. So how do we make these things work? So let's start. I'm going to jump into the topic of challenges, because I think that's something that we've all faced recently, a lot more with COVID, but every day. Who doesn't face a challenge every single day? And it's funny, I did a couple of talks in the last few months and everyone wants to know, how do you deal with challenges? How do you deal with challenges? So it's obviously something on everyone's mind. And I can guarantee you, as an entrepreneur, you will face a challenge in the future. I like to think as I've grown and matured in my entrepreneurial journey, I've been going for 7 years now, so I'm still pretty young and naive when it comes to the business world. I like to think I'm maturing slowly, but I don't take myself too seriously anyway. But as a business owner, I've really found when challenges come along these days, I almost look at them with a different perspective to what I used to when I was a younger entrepreneur. And when I see a challenge coming my way, or when I wake up in the morning and something has broken, or someone in my staff is disgruntled about something, I think to myself, hang on, things are shaking up. That's why there's a challenge. That's why there's difficulty, because in my opinion, doors are opening, roads are being paved for my business to go into, and that's why there are hurdles to overcome. If there are no challenges, you're a bit too comfortable as a business owner. So now, of course, those challenges come along and it's a bit unsettling. It's a bit upsetting at times, but we like to run to them with a plan and an action. So I just wrote down some of our basic steps as business owners when challenges come our way, just to lighten things up a little bit. But generally, a challenge lands in our lap, and like anyone, we react with panic. We react with a bit of confusion. We don't like it. We want things to stay comfortable. The next reaction is, oh, hang on, a bit of realization that, hang on, this challenge means things are changing and there's an opportunity ahead. So we come together and we unite as a team. I bring multiple members of my team from different levels together and we brainstorm on how we can face this new challenge. We have determination and we have excitement. Then once we've overcome this challenge, whether you failed or succeeded at whatever challenge was ahead of you, we always try to look back and see what we could have learned from that challenge and maybe what we could have done differently in the future. Because if you're not growing and evolving and failing forward with every challenge, what are you doing? You're sitting very comfortably on your couch. So challenges, let's chat a little bit about COVID, because I'm incredibly proud of how my team handled COVID and how my business has grown. So it's something I want to boast about. It's something I want to shout about and I hopefully inspire people a little bit about, because who knew COVID was coming? I don't think anyone did. It was a crazy time. And it's been, I think, a once in a lifetime experience that we're probably never going to experience again. But let's take some learnings from it. So as a business owner, I truly believe it is your duty to look at the horizon and look ahead to see what's coming. You need to be reading, you need to be researching, you need to be talking to other business owners, watching the news religiously. From our side, I had a very good friend in China and a very good friend in Rome. As you know, those were two of the earliest places that fell into lockdowns. I didn't even know what lockdown was when they were explaining it to me. And all I kept saying to them is, okay, so what are other food businesses doing? What is your local grocer doing? What are the farmers doing? And they explained it to me. So I felt so empowered and educated for what was to come. I am the captain of my ship, my business. And I'm looking ahead and researching so that I can go along the calmest waters possible or prepare my sailors for the storm ahead. And that's what you as business owners need to do. So we read legislation, we scanned the news, we read online, we did as much as we could. It was obsessive. We were up at night looking on social media. So weeks before the president even announced the lockdown, we had already prepped our team. We had bought sanitizer, we were ordering masks. I think our team weren't even phased when lockdown happened because we had been talking about it so much. So when lockdown came, our team were prepared. They were like chiseled army men off to battle. They were like that movie 300, ready to go. And yeah, I mean, I'm so proud to say our business has not closed for one day since lockdown. Our staff sick leave is at the lowest it's ever been in our history as a business. Our team is the most united it's ever been because we have united and we've gone in fearlessly into what is a very scary, unknown situation. So yeah, you've got to, and like we like to say, fake it till you make it. So even as a leader, sometimes you're petrified. I was in the car on that first day of lockdown. It was like a ghost town with tears running down my face. So yeah, we couldn't have prepared better, but I have 100% faith in my business and my team. And we've actually, since March, we've had 100% growth in our business. So it's been incredible, absolutely incredible. Okay, so I wanted to also just talk a little bit about a few highlights in our business. Obviously, I mean, I don't like to look at COVID as a highlight, and I think we made the best of a bad situation. But a few other highlights. I really wanted to mention about 4 or 5 years ago, my sister returned from overseas. She was one of those ones doing the negative immigration and coming back to South Africa, which I absolutely love. And yeah, she came back, joined my business, and it was absolutely incredible to be able to have a partner in my business as a woman to lean on. You know how hard and lonely it can be as a business owner. And we have such, well, being brought up in the same family, our ethics and our values are so aligned, and we were able to take the business to another level. What I feel was originally maybe a bit of a hobby business or a cottage industry, she came side by side with me, and we've got these shared values and strengths, and we've been able to move forward. Another massive highlight for me as a business owner was in 2017. I got in touch with a company in the UK that I hugely admire. I don't know what came over me because I think I was a bit ballsy to do it, but there's a company that does frozen meals, and they do 70,000 meals by hand, and they win awards, and they are just incredible. So I popped the CEO an email. I thought, why not? And what did I get? I got a response from every single director in the business inviting us to the UK to go and see their facility. So we booked on the next flight we could, and we went and spent a week with them in their kitchens. It was mind-blowing. And for me, advice to you as entrepreneurs, as women, is surround yourself with a support system. Reach out to mentors. Don't be scared. I'm telling you, I mean, I don't know who of you are more veteran sort of entrepreneurs, but you know what it's like when someone comes along and asks for advice. I mean, I'll give you 3 hours if you want it. I'd love to sit and have a coffee. And most entrepreneurs have that heart towards other entrepreneurs. So surround yourself. Prepare for the storms that are coming today by getting a support system. Listen to the podcasts, read the good books, sign up for newsletters like the Lionesses of Africa so that you know every day you've got a positive, encouraging message in your inbox to get you going for the day. Because as we know, those challenges are coming and it's a difficult time. And then another highlight for us was when we opened our first retail store in Ballito here outside of Durban. And being a small business, we spent all of, I would say, 3 hours looking at the success of a potential retail store. So like the big corporates, we'll probably spend 2 to 3 years doing research and in-depth discussions about it. We sort of saw the space, we thought it looked great, and we said, okay, we've got the time and energy, let's go for it. Well, opening day, the community just gathered around us. It was incredible. We had a queue out the door. And not to say our retail stores have been a flying success from there. It's been, you know, hard times, easy times. We've had to really work it, but we took a leap. We took a leap of faith. We kept things fairly tight, and our risk was fairly low with it. And we've been very happy with the outcomes. So for me, my advice with that regard is, you know, you're a small business, you're agile, you can do things that the big businesses can't. So take a chance, go for it. And if it doesn't work, turn, twist, find another solution. So yeah, again, going back to just finding your purpose and finding your passion as a business owner, you know, you really, it's difficult. And I think women with our high EQs as the gender, we need to spend every day motivating and encouraging ourselves. You need to be spending time, whether it's in prayer or it's in meditation or it's in thought or it's a walk or it's a coffee or it's a bit of drivel on TV, whatever your medicine is, you need to be doing it. You need to be signing up and reaching out and reading those newsletters, you know, and I mean, I would like to just outright offer, if anyone ever wants to get in touch, I'll put my email address up on the comments, and honestly, pop me an email, even if it's, where do you get your labels from? I will give you some guidance and wisdom. And I truly believe as a community, that's what we need to be doing. You can't, just like in the UK, a competitive brand invited us and embraced us so warmly. You need to be doing the same. So in your community, how are you going to make your industry flourish? And that's by being open and being encouraging and being embraceful to others in your industries and in your community. Because I want to see Africa flourish as an economic, you know, powerhouse in the world. So yeah, that's from my side. I'm going to put all our data and our info. You can contact us up on the comments page. Please don't be scared, guys. Honestly, I'm very friendly. I hope that came across. But thank you so much for having me here today. Back to you, Luby.
What a way to kickstart our Lioness Live webinar. Thank you so much, Jane Bizzett. Lioness, what a roar you've got, girl. Lioness Jane Bizzett, founder of We Are Food. Let's give a Lioness virtual clap. Virtual, what a shaker, 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 shaker. We love it. Every word that you spoke rang with truth, rang with passion, and rang with energy, and rang with a space where it's community-based. You're not doing this for yourself, you're doing this for our whole community, and we love that. You should see what's going on in the chat room, Lionesses Jane. You must see what people are saying about you. Absolutely inspirational. I told you, Lionesses, this would be a great way to kickstart your Friday, and an even better way to kickstart your weekend. Are you good? Are we good, Lionesses? Moving on. I'm so excited. That was magnificent, Jane. Moving on. Our second speaker for this morning, Lionesses, is another truly inspirational woman entrepreneur who is making a range of great natural products inspired by bees. Please give a warm Lioness clap, virtual clap, to Lioness Mims Ramalaya, founder of Be African. Over to you, Lioness Mims.
Thank you so much, Kloops, for that intro. And good morning to all the Lionesses and everyone who's joined this session. Jane, thank you so much for that inspirational talk. I hope I'm gonna get the cue from it. Anyway, my name is Mims Ramaila. I am a founder and owner of Be African, which is a social enterprise aimed at highlighting, or rather enhancing, the consumer's knowledge about bee products, and notably about honey. Now, at Be African, we are really about rewilding, or bringing back the wild into our lives, into our backyards, into our communities. Now, you'll probably be asking yourself, what are these wild creatures that we are bringing into our lives? And that's nothing else but the bees. And we are in particular bringing the African honeybee into our lives, into our communities, into our backyards. And you may ask yourself, but why the bees? Simply because bees play a significant role in the entire food chain. In actual fact, one of the world's greatest physicists, and that's Albert Einstein warned us many years ago that without bees, or rather warned us that if the last bee dies today, it will take humanity 4 years to perish. So without bees, there is no life. What actually made me to venture into this business, it's simply because I started to realize that the bee population is shrinking, and I happen to be a Lucerne farmer, and the bees visited our Lucerne field one September morning, and I so appreciated how these black and gold creatures transformed our green Lucerne field into a beautiful hue of black and gold and purple, as I said. And I started reading a lot about bees. And one of the important lessons I gained from reading up on bees is that the bee products are very critical for our survival, And as such, our business model seeks to drive 3 impacts. The one impact is the social impact, and through our social impact model, what we do is we reach out to rural communities, we talk to corporates, we do fundraising in order to get beehives, and we get these beehives to rural communities, and we train them on what is called the fundamentals of beekeeping. And as such, they are able to generate income from the honey that gets to be produced by the bees. The second impact model that we have is more on environmental. So what we do with our environmental impact model is to create awareness about biodiversity. So we work with corporates, we work with individuals, we run workshops on the symbiotic relationship between bees and us as human beings, the symbiotic relationship between bees and other animals and other insects, the symbiotic relationship between bees and plants. So all in all, when we talk about this particular environmental impact, we normally talk about the three kingdoms. So it's the bee kingdom, the plant kingdom, and the animal kingdom. And we include ourselves under the animal kingdom, by the way. The third impact that we seek to drive through Be African is the economic impact. So through our economic impact is infused in our aggregator business model, wherein we've set up our honey processing facility, and we assist the community that we work with us in terms of harvesting the bee and various other bee products and shipping the product into the market. Speaking of our product line, we've got a whole lot of products, including our pure and natural Mnandi honey. By the way, Mnandi is isiZulu for sweetness, and we got inspiration from the taste of the honey because honey itself is sweet, and that's how we landed with Mnandi as our honey brand. We recently have added a new product to our product line, and that's our rose tea, which is very, very healthy as well, and it also is a natural product. In addition to the two, we also have a niche product, which is our immune booster. We call it the Mnandi Immune Booster, and the inspiration for this product came about as we were going through the challenges as a result of COVID, because we realized that we were not able to reach out to as many consumers, and we were not able to reach out to our target market. And we then developed this product that boosts your immunity, that strengthens one's immunity against viral infections. And this became our COVID product. And I must say that it was selling off the shelves. We made huge sales as a result of this product. And so overall, that's the work that we do at Be African. And we have recently or rather, let me say, we have started to become aware of the fact that consumers happen to fail to distinguish between pure honey and fraud honey. The truth of the matter is that South Africa is a net importer of honey, and we get our honey from China in the main, and that honey is not necessarily pure and natural. And we have observed that consumers carry on buying this fraud honey, but because of lack of knowledge regarding the quality parameters of honey. So of late, what we have started to do is to host honey talks. And how do we host these honey talks? We do what is called honey tasting ceremonies, and we prepare scrumptious meals showcasing the versatility of bee products in making food. And the idea behind these honey talks, as I said, is to get us as consumers to know exactly what is it that we are consuming, and to begin to appreciate how your gut health works insofar as the honey product is concerned. Our next honey talk event is coming up on the 4th of April. And so we plead with you to join us at Idle Winds Country Lodge, where we will be hosting this event. One of our service offering, as I mentioned earlier, is to engage with corporates from a sustainability perspective. So we work with corporates, we conduct workshops on how best you could decrease the carbon footprint, so that we ensure that we protect the environment. So in a nutshell, that's what Be African is. You please reach out to us via our website, which is www.beafrican.africa. So that is all I had to share with you regarding the work that we do at Be African. Thank you so much.
Unbelievable, unbelievable, like educational information. I love honey talks. That was 10 out of 10. Did we all love that?
Thank you.
So much knowledge, so much expertise, so much research went into that. You know what I love about that, Lioness Mems, is that we're here to learn, and we never know what this connection can do through our network. So thank you for very much. Let's give her a big Lioness virtual clap, a big Lioness shaky. That is Lioness Mems Ramaila, founder of Be African. And you know what? I also did some research on you, and I know you do a lot of agricultural love and agricultural passion. So thank you for that educational inspiration about the importance and necessity of bees in our African continent and also in our lives. That was out of this world. Thank you so much.
Right,
so next up, that was wonderful. Straight from her grandmother's house. You see the power of the ancestors. They're with you, Lioness. They're with you. Okay, moving on. Is everybody good? All right, Thuli, you're doing phenomenal. Let's all give also a big virtual clap for Thuli, who's giving us a sign language experience. So we leave no lioness behind. You see, lionesses, you're in a groundbreaking community. Doesn't it feel good? I feel good about that. Keep up the great work, Lioness Thuli. So next up is our Lioness Launch feature, where we introduce to you fabulous new businesses and brands every single month. So today I've got the pleasure to introduce a multi-talented woman entrepreneur in the media space, Devoha Monaisa, founder of Mona Lisa Productions, who is also a novelist and executive producer. Over to you, Lioness. Devoha, please give her a virtual shaker. Clap.
Thank you so much, Subi. It's a pleasure. It's always an honor to be part of the Lioness of Africa Network. Happy birthday, Melanie! I had no idea. And I must speak about how you've influenced my journey. I was part of the Digital Accelerator program in 2019, and I have grown, not just in my business, but in my confidence, you know, to speak about my business, to network, which you always advocate for. So I truly am grateful to you for that opportunity, and have a very, very blessed happy birthday. Good morning, Lionesses. My name is Devoha. Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Hlubi. I'm going to be speaking about my book today, Somersaults in the Hailstorm. It is what they call chick lit, which means it's just female-centric literature. But before I get to that, I want to touch a little bit on my company, Mona Lisa Productions. I'll get back to the book in a minute. So at Mona Lisa Productions, our core belief is that we want to tell stories that resonate locally, but can travel globally. So I am an executive producer, I'm a script writer for film and television, and I am a director as well. So in the last year, I was fortunate enough to launch my YouTube channel, Mona Lisa Productions, and I launched with my web series, The Single Diaries of a Josie Girl. It is currently on the YouTube channel, and if you want to check it out, you may do so. I shot it in 2018, and so we had a bit of a prehistoric engagement with web series festivals before we launched the channel. In 2019, it was nominated for Best Digital Production at the Rio Web Fest. It was nominated for Best Screenplay at the Asia Web Awards, and it actually won Best Ensemble Cast at the Asia Web Awards, and that was just so fantastic. I had the opportunity of working with actors such as Ntate Tlhabi and Tlhabi Taonyane. I worked with Tahiso Mudupi, Didi Makobane, just to name a few. And because of my background working in media at SABC for a number of years, as a commissioning editor, and at ETV as an exec producer, this is where I had the opportunity of meeting the cast that I worked with. And so that was just amazing. Also in 2019, I wrote and directed a supernatural short film called Tavazimbi, and it launched on SABC One last year. It is a story of a mother to a newborn baby who's dealing with grief and loss, and it's a supernatural short film. It traveled to the Toronto Black Film Festival this year in February and had its world premiere there. And locally, it's at the SA Horror Fest, as well as the Gauteng Film Commission Online Women Film Festival. Back to why I am here. I'm also a novelist, and my latest book, which I'm super, super proud of, I wrote this book, I finished it in 2018 and released it last year, but due to COVID, I wasn't able to sort of do a launch in the way that I would have wanted to. So I will be launching soon, and I will extend that invitation to my network of lionesses. It's called Somersaults in the Hailstorm, and it's about 3 women who are in their mid-20s and have been friends since primary school. But as they grow, they have to navigate their friendship, their lives, take different directions. The one character, Mikey, is very focused on her ambitions. She wants to be a writer, on a soapy, just like myself. So writing it, I referenced myself a lot, and she's the one character that I really relate to the most. Her other 2 friends, Alerato, who is a retired slave queen, like I like to call her. She's now in a relationship with a personal trainer, and it's new for her, but it's also daunting because it's a new space and she's in love, but she doesn't really know how to express her vulnerability within the realms of a safe relationship, a romantic relationship. And lastly, we have Devoha, who completes our trio, and she is sort of the mama bear of the group, but in this way, she feels like she always takes care of her friends and their issues and doesn't really give herself the space to deal with her own issues. So she goes on a journey where she has been seeing a guy for 8 years. She feels stuck in her relationship. When she tells this to him, he proposes, but then she meets, you know, a man who she falls heedlessly in love with, and has that conflict within herself to sort of start a new relationship or stay with the one that she has been in for 8 years. I will be giving away a copy of this book, Somersaults in the Hailstorm. I believe there will be a competition or a quiz or question asked in the chat, and I'm looking forward to giving this signed copy away. Before I sign off, I'd also like to speak about my other 2 books, which is Three Sisters. This one came out in 2015. And in 2016, it was named one of the top 6 books of 2016 by OK Africa, which is a digital platform that celebrates African culture, urban culture, music, film, fashion, and so on and so forth. It's about women who find themselves in abusive relationships. And it's very, very close to my heart, particularly because of the scourge of GBV that is in South Africa. The three women are from different backgrounds. One is an affluent housewife, the other is a farmer's wife, and the third is a young girl who comes to Joburg to work in a new career. And they all have this abusive commonality that they find among themselves, and they turn to each other for the healing, the journey of healing. This is also available as well as Somersaults in the Hailstorm. And this one is love stories written by myself, Cheryl Ndumi, and Mokupi Shale. This was very early on in my writing career, and my part of the book is called 3 Dates. I love to write love stories. That's why Three Sisters was a bit of a different take for me, but I thoroughly enjoyed it because it is relevant as it speaks to a very prevalent social issue. But with 3 Dates and the other two books are Beauty and the Broker and Written in the Stars. It's a collaboration with 3 writers published by NB Publishers in Cape Town and is also available. So if you would like to order any of my books, if you don't win the prize today, you can still order. I have a website, tehomonesa.com. You are able to order any of the books on my website, and I hope to be seeing your subscriptions on Mona Lisa Productions, where you can watch the trailer for Tavazimbi, the supernatural short film I spoke about, as well as the web series, The Single Diaries of a Josie Girl, and then head over to tehomonesa.com, where I will love to accept your sales for my 3 books. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm always so happy to be part of this initiative. With that, I'd like to hand over back to you, Klubi.
So she says the book is called, which is up for grabs today in our prize, Somersaults in the Hailstorm. How apt. How apt. I love it. Thank you so much, Lioness Monesa, founder of Mona Lisa Productions. Let's give a Lioness shaky, a virtual clap. We love creatives. I am a creative. I get all the titles of the books. So apt. I love that. So as I said before, you did a great job, Lioness Secho. We've got Somersaults in the Hailstorm up for grabs in our prize giveaway. Don't forget that Lindy will be posting that message on our chat group, and you could stand the chance to win a couple of beautiful prizes. Thank you so much for the generosity of our speakers in the live webinar today. Is everybody doing good? Are we happy we're here? Great way to start your Friday. Okay, let's move on. Thank you so much, Lioness Secho. Love your work, Lioness. Love your work. Okay, this is when I get to breathe as the host. And I used to say this even in the old world, back when we were 200 lionesses at Volkswagen in Sandton. Remember those days, Lindy? So this is called, and I love this part, this is called the Lioness Launch Open Mic Session. So I really believe this is one of my favorite features of every single session, once during COVID and prior to COVID. And hence what happened with our Lionesses Volkswagen Den competition, because Melanie and the team and Volkswagen really realized that what we lack as women entrepreneurs is articulating our business in any single environment, in every single time, in any single sphere. I think that that 2-minute elevator pitch has never been so important more than now, because we never know when we're gonna meet our next business partner, our next VC, our next investor at any given time in our lifetimes. So we really found that women need to practice and upskill all the time what they do and what kind of businesses or services are available to the communities and are available to South Africa. So that's what Open Mic Session is all about. And as we did before COVID, we invite 5 women entrepreneurs to spend 2 minutes, just 2, to articulate their businesses. I think what's so important is we've got a grasp for those of us who are listening, what you do, why you do it, and how we can get hold of you. I think most of the times I've experienced that the lionesses always leave behind or forget how we can get in touch with them. So I know it's nerve-wracking, but really this is the gift that keeps on giving, because you can never be sharpen that tool of articulating your business as quickly and as eloquently as possible. And this feature is called the Lioness Launch Open Mic Session. So without further ado, here are our 5 women entrepreneurs. Nondumiso Zendile, owner of Kingsworth Civils and Construction. Lioness Duduzile Ngubane, founder of Do You Confidence Designs. Makalaka Creations Lioness, Lucia Mulife. Amari Ocean Gin, and that's the founder, Lioness Jessica Henrich. And last but certainly not least, the founder of Blue Rose Flowers and Gifts, Lioness Tejo Rachidi. So first up in our 2 minutes is Lioness Nondumiso Zendile, owner of Kingsworth Civils and Construction. Your 2 minutes begins now.
Thank you, Shubi. Hello, Lionesses. My name is Nondumiso Zendile, owner of Kingsworth Civils and Construction. We are located in the Eastern Cape in Utnik. We recently realized that our clients or potential clients had a problem with sourcing funding for building their homes. As I am in residential building mostly, I started working from King Williamstown in the Eastern Cape and up to Plettenberg Bay in the Western Cape. So we introduced a model of building the actual structure of the house without the finishes in the funds that you have available, so that it doesn't become chaotic when you need to add more. So instead of not having the whole structure, you just add up the finishes as the time goes by. So it has been working very well because most of the people were affected by the COVID. You can find us on at Instagram, it's Kings. You can find us on Facebook. It's Building Future Today. That is all. Thank you. Back to you, Shubi.
Thank you, Lioness Nondumiso Zendile, owner of Kingsworth Civils and Construction. Don't forget that this is a recorded session. Lioness Nondumiso, we got a bit cut off. I don't know about the rest of you lionesses there, but it is a recorded session. And don't forget that there's also the chat. So if you want to ask Lioness Nondumiso anything that you missed out on, or you really want to know more about Kingsworth Civils and Construction, it's a recorded session and the chat room is up for access to us all. Thank you, Lioness. It was a great pitch. Thumbs up for Lioness Nondumiso, everybody. Okay, moving on to our second open micer is Lioness Duduzile Ngubane, founder of Do You Confidence Designs. Your 2 minutes begins now.
Good morning, everyone. What we do is we kind of class assignment when read at a very long time. Class assignment subject really close that fits in order the conflict in order to be part of our society. So what we do is manufacture design as a unit two and both of them
Lioness Duduzile, I'm so sorry, you're really breaking up badly. You're really breaking up badly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the next open micer and we're going to come back to you after the last one. So if there's any connectivity problems on your side, Lioness, please can you sort it out and we'll come back to you for your 2 minutes, okay? Because you're really breaking up badly. Is that okay? Can you hear me, Lioness Duduzile? Okay, let's move on. As you heard me saying that we'll come back to her, we also have to keep this on a tight ship because I know as entrepreneurs, we're juggling many things. So let's move on with the program. And Lioness Duduzile of Do You confidence designs, we'll come back to you. So if there's any network issues that you can control, can you sort it out in the next, like, literally 6 minutes? Okay, are we cool with that, Lionesses? Can we continue? Okay, let's keep the momentum alive. Okay, moving on to Makalaka Creations, and the founder is Lioness Lucia Mulife. Your 2 minutes begins now.
Thank you very much, Lubi. And thank you very much for this opportunity. My name is Lucia Mulife, the founder of Makalaka Creations. The company has been in existence for 15 years, and it was mainly through the love of artwork that the company was established. We create custom-made cakes. We believe it's a piece of art and a center of attraction that completes an occasions like your wedding, birthday, anniversary, graduation, baby and bridal showers. Also, we actually bake from a simple biscuit, your simple biscuits, to a wedding cake. We create those memories for our customers. We also provide catering services to individuals, social gatherings, private sector, and government departments. Those are our services and offerings. In 2017, we expanded our operations in Yeovil. It's a bakery. We specialize in different types of bread. So we do our normal brown and white, our special breads, whole wheat, yellow bread, cinnamon, moss bologis, oma, and banana bread. Just a few months ago, we introduced cream puff. Cream puff is different in the sense that you don't find it in any bakery. It's a product like this. It's puffy, it's creamy, it's filling, it's priced well, and customers love it. For a taste, kindly visit us. We are based within the Recreation Center in Yeovil, just right at the corner of Raleigh and Fortress Square. I know people are concerned about safety. We are actually behind the police station. We are safe. We are contactable on social media platforms. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Over to you, Loops.
I'm sure the cops and the police come to you for their secret nibbles from their wives, you know, trying to lose weight. We want our cops to be fitmos. Love it. For those of us who are watching our weight, that was not what we needed to see and to hear, because I'm licking my lips. Thank you so much, Lioness Lucia Mulife. Let's give her a big lioness. Shaky, shaky. Beautiful. I'm hungry. All right, next up, the last 3 lionesses are Amari Ocean Gin. It is a Friday, and that is Lioness Jessica Henrich. Over to you for your 2 minutes, Lioness Jessica.
Hi, Lionesses, and thank you very much, Stevie and Melanie and the entire team. It's an absolute privilege to be here, so thank you. I'm Jess, and I'm the co-founder of Amari Ocean Gin. Amari is the only gin in the world made with ocean water and coastal botanicals. Amari actually means from the sea in Latin. We have Amari Atlantic Ocean and Amari Indian Ocean. You can follow us at Amari Ocean Gin on Instagram. So I'm Kenyan and live in South Africa, but the story of Amari actually started on Ibiza, but sadly, I don't have time to tell you this whole bonkers story, so I'm going to fast forward all of that. And basically what happened, my now business partner moved back from London, and we were having a dinner, and I told him about this gin project that I wanted to do. I didn't have enough money to do it on my own. So he was like, I'm in. And we basically quit our jobs the next day. We bought pot still on the internet, and we started distilling fairly illegally, actually, in his downstairs loo in Tamboerskloof. And we literally wanted to do something different with ocean water that hadn't really been done. And we made the decision to distill with ocean water basically the morning of our first commercial run. We only had enough money to do this once. And we walked into the distillery with like these jerry cans of ocean water, and the distiller was like, what the hell are you doing? And we're like, well, we're just going to give it a go. And we did, and it was beautiful. And that was Amari Atlantic. And literally, so Amari Atlantic is a classic London dry with top notes of citrus and fynbos. It's light and summery. It's basically Cape Town in a glass. Amari Indian Ocean is a special gin after my own heart. It's very Kenyan. It's full of like rich spices of cardamom, black pepper, masalas, like the chai spices of my childhood. It's a very complex gin, more of a sipping gin. Both of them are available throughout liquor shops in South Africa. We're now going into our 5th year. We're currently looking at partnering with marine conservation organisations to give back to the sea. All our foam boss is sustainably grown. Our water is sourced according to UCT Oceanography Department's recommendations. We're both ocean lovers and we really firmly believe in giving back to the sea. So we've taken all the plastic off our bottles. We use paper and cork and natural products as much as we can. We've taken all the shrink wraps off, and like every day is an evolution to make it kind to the environment and hopefully scale to the point where we can start giving back money to ocean preservation societies. As I said, we're now exporting to 5 different countries. We're in Kenya, Botswana, Taiwan, UK, Spain, Germany, Singapore, and we're about to go into India. And our goal is to get a bottle of Amari Ocean Gin into every sea-facing bar in the world. I'm very excited to see how it's going to progress now. Hopefully we will get investment. As I said, we're raising at the moment. And then, yeah, hopefully it'll go global from a bathroom in Cape Town. I don't know how I'm doing for time, so if anyone wants to cut me off, go ahead. But otherwise, I was going to say, making gin, serving gin, for me is about the experience. It's like making a perfume, right? So you play around with these plants and you get this beautiful thing, and then you get to bottle it and share it with people, and it becomes part of their happy memories and their celebrations. And it's like this unifying, humbling experience where you've created this thing that, you know, will be woven through people's moments of joy in their life. And it's an absolute privilege to do. So I hope you guys get to try it. As I said, we're on Amari Ocean Gin on Instagram and www.amarijin.com. If there are any entrepreneurs out there going down the distilling journey, drop me an email at jess@amarijin.com. Jess@amarijin.com. Thanks guys so much. Over to you, Libby. And thank you for letting me speak here.
Thank you, Lioness Henrich, Amari Ocean Gin, and we prophesize from South Africa to the world. We prophesize. Let's give her a big clap. Thank you. We love that it is a Friday. Our palates, the throats are open. Okay, last but certainly not least. Last but certainly not least, and she looks gorgeous. She looks like she's just about to walk down the aisle. And that is Tseho Rachidi, Lioness, founder of Blue Rose Flowers and Gifts. Your 2 minutes starts now.
Thank you very much, Lioness Lean. My name is Devoha Rachidi, founder of Blue Rose Flowers and Gifts. Before I explain what my company does, let me explain why I went into this business. So the company started because we wanted to highlight and actually keep the human spirit between each other going. So as we know, research has been done that when human beings interact with each other, we thrive and we do better. So that's why I actually went into this business. So what do we sell? We sell flowers, we sell gifting such as your baby gifts. We do obviously flowers, we do eventing flowers like what I have on my head. So this is a flower crown we would do for like girls walking down the aisle, or a bride that wants to do something different than hold a bouquet. We also do things like your fruit baskets. So basically, who would buy from us? Your individuals as well as corporates. So corporates call us to say, we've got an employee who's sitting in hospital who's not doing well. Please let our employee that we're thinking of them and we want them back in the office. Or we've got our team member who's welcoming a new baby into the family. Tell us that we love and miss them and we wish them well. So that's basically what most of our gifts do. And just to also introduce that we started doing our own and manufacturing bath salts. And this baby, we started during the COVID times when mental health had a lot of questioning around it and a lot of us struggle with it. So we use aromatherapy oils in these bath salts, and they help you with your stress, your anxiety, and basically relaxing. It's nice for a new mom after a long day. And I tested it on myself. And I think for the past year or so, I haven't really been experiencing a lot of stress because of COVID, purely because of these essential oils that I put in these bath salts. Everything is natural in here. And we manufacture them locally. Also the baby teddies, I try and get most of my stuff locally, as we want to, as a local supplier, you also want to improve and give other businesses to local guys. So that's Blue Rose Flowers and Gifts. We also do plants, which did very, very well since COVID. A lot of us working from home, you want to spruce up your space, but flowers, again, also help you deal with your stress, anxiety, and all that. So That's what we do. How do you find us? You can find us on Insta at Blue Rose Flowers. You can find us on Facebook at Blue Rose Floral Designs. You can also just call us 011-730-8184 or drop us an email at info@blueroseflowers, and the blue is actually spelled BLEU, flowers.coza. Thank you very much.
You really left us with a healing energy. I don't know about the rest of you, but you know, I just suddenly feel relaxed and at ease and calm. And I think that's exactly what you were trying to strive for, because we felt it through the medium of online. We felt Blue Rose Flowers and Gifts from Lioness Rashidi. Let's give her a big Lioness shake and clap. Thank you so much. So Lionesses, we're going to try and go back to Lioness Duduzile. I think we owe her that. And then we are going to kind of end the session. We are running out of time. You see, time flies when you're really having fun and really having authentic connections. So we hope this works. Lioness Duduzile Ngubane, founder of Do You Confidence Designs. Your 2 minutes starts now.
Good morning, everyone. I hope this time be able to hear me. Just to divide the confidence designs. What we do is manufacture plus-size monitor exam plus wear. And this was after I realized that we as plus-size don't have really freedom of getting what in the shops. And so when
Lioness Dudu, we love you, but it's so bad. It really is so bad. I think it really won't do you justice and do you confidence designs. And it's all about confidence. This is not doing you justice. So I think, as we all know, it is a recorded session. Please leave your details on the chat. We will get hold of you. If anybody wants to get hold of Lioness Dudu of Do You Confidence Designs, I think it's only in your honor to do this properly and connect with you offline. All right. Do you agree with me, Lionesses? This is a democracy. Can we move on? We love you, Lioness Duduzile, and we want you to be your best and present at your best in honor of your beautiful brand. So that's it from the open mic session. You kind of know what it's all about and the importance of articulating your businesses in 2 minutes. Hopefully the next time, for those of you who haven't done it, next time you will do it and be part of the excitement, the fear and the stress, but most importantly, the victory of being able to do that. All right, as we're landing the ship, I think we're going to run through the end of the program, but once again, let me just check with everybody. Is it good? Was it good? Are we having a good time? Okay, fantastic. I love it. I think, Lindy, let's do the prizes as we round off this wonderful live webinar where we're all leaning in as women entrepreneurs across Africa.
Perfect. Ready to go. So, Klubi, do you want me to read what the prize is first? And then
yes,
the name?
Yes, it's yours. I'm handing it over to you, Lindy.
Okay. So the first prize is a Volkswagen Lifestyle Accessories voucher to the value of R1,000. And that lucky winner is Candace. And I've checked, there is only one Candace on the chat today. So congrats, Candace. And I presume afterwards, Nats, we'll get everyone's email addresses and contacts and then share with everyone. Okay, then we have got the Nandi Honey Jar. And that winner is Lumfono T. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yes, thank you.
Pleasure, pleasure. Okay, and then we have, it is Jane Bessett, We Are Food, R1,000 voucher for redemption on the website. And then there is delivery as well included throughout KZN, Cape Town, Joburg, and Pretoria. And the winner of that prize is Lumka. Congrats, Lumka.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Awesome. Okay, and then our final prize for today is a copy of Tsecho's book, Somersaults in the Hailstorm. And congratulations to Eldari Fisser. Well done.
We've got one more. Can you choose one more, Lioness? Because we've got one more prize from Makalaka Creations, a birthday cake worth 500.
Okay.
Lioness Lucia, thank you so much for that. So could you choose a winner for that, Lioness Lindy?
Sure. Let me have a look here. Antendile? Did I pronounce that correctly? Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Perfect.
Thank you so much, Lindy, for those wonderful prizes. Thank you so much to the Lionesses who, even if these tough times, are generous enough to brighten up their day, our days, with their product or their services. So congratulations to all those Lionesses. I hope that really adds a spark to your weekend. Okay, as we wrap it up, who better than to do it than our birthday Lioness, Melanie Hawken.
Thank you so much, Hlubi, and thank you so much to everyone this morning. Thank you all for being with us and spending your valuable time with us. It has been so fantastic to see you all. We've seen some people that we haven't seen for such a long time. Lionesses, it's good to have you all back. And for those that are new and are here for the first time, welcome, and we look forward to having you part of our community going forward over the next year and many years to come. A big thank you to all of our amazing speakers this morning, all of our amazing women entrepreneurs, and a particular big thank you to Tuli from Yellow Owl, who's been signing for us all morning and has done an absolutely incredible job. Thank you so much. Hlubi, again, thank you for being a brilliant host, and for all of the team that have put in so much work to all of these events, and to our fantastic partners at VW. It's been such a pleasure. My last plea to all of you, if you remember, please, we're going to be contacting you immediately after the event this morning. Please, if you haven't already done so, I really ask you to complete the South African Women Entrepreneur Job Creator Survey for us. It is so important. We really want your insights. It matters, and your voice matters. And we want to wrap that up this weekend. So if I can please ask you to give 10 minutes of your time just to complete that for us. A big thank you from me. It's been fantastic sharing my birthday with all of you today. I look forward to a great day ahead, and back to you, Hlubs.
So from me, it's been a wonderful experience. I'm sure I can share those sentiments. I'm not going to add, I think everything's been said. There's nothing that I can add to perfection. We are the pride of Africa's women entrepreneurs. We are Lionesses of Africa. From me, Hlubi Mboya Arnold, your hostess of the mostest. Have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye, and God bless you, Lionesses. Mwah!